I just gave this AI agent a resume and told it what kind of job I wanted.
It read the resume, searched for real jobs, compared every job against my actual experience, rejected the weak matches, saved only the strongest opportunities, and then sent me the final results directly on Telegram.
And we're building the entire thing from scratch. But this isn't just another workflow that searches Google for a job title, because finding 10 jobs isn't really the problem. Finding the right job for you is the problem.
Someone with 5 years of Python experience and someone with 10 years of teaching experience could search the exact same words.
But they should not receive the same recommendation.
That's why this system has multiple AI stages. One AI understands the candidate, another understands what jobs to search for, and another actually scores each job against that candidate.
Before we build anything, understand the 5 brains of this system.
First, collect. The user gives us their preferences and resume. Second, understand. AI converts that resume into structured candidate data. Third, search. Another AI builds the search and we find live job listings. Fourth, score. Every job gets compared with the resume. And fifth, report. We keep the strongest matches and send one clean summary. The scoring section is where this gets really interesting, but none of it works unless we structure the input correctly first. Our workflow starts with an n8n form trigger. We will include all the necessary fields that are important for the job search. Very important. In this form trigger, I will include the field where anyone will be able to upload the resume as well, so there is no need to ask AI to guess information that the user can give directly. AI should reason about the information. It shouldn't invent the information. And don't miss this field. This changes the entire architecture. The resume arrives as a binary file. Our AI score can't intelligently compare a PDF file with 10 job descriptions. We first need usable resume data. For that, we will include an edit field. The edit field will have all the data we filled in the form. And then, after that, we will include an extract from the file node. This node will convert all the data from the resume that we uploaded so that we can use that data and combine it with the data from the form that we filled. First, I preserve the form information in edit fields. The resume itself arrives as binary data. So extract from file converts the PDF into text. Let's configure these nodes. Now comes AI number 1. Instead of passing this massive block of resume text through the entire workflow, I'm asking Gemini to create a clean candidate profile.
Let's configure the AI resume extractor. We will give this agent a user prompt and a system prompt. I will include all these prompts and codes in a file that will be attached in the description and the pinned comment. You can take that file from there. And watch what happens when I execute this. We've turned an unstructured PDF into data the rest of our automation can actually reason with using structure output parser. Now, AI number 2 has a completely different job. It is not matching jobs yet. Its job is to decide what we should search for. Let's configure it. I'll give you the complete prompt, but notice the important instructions. And that final field, search query, is important because that's what our HTTP request will actually use. Now we've gone from here's my resume to an actual machine-generated job search. The AI shouldn't hallucinate job openings. We use AI to understand what to search for. Then an external search service retrieves the listings. We can do this by using SERP API in our HTTP node. Let's see the SERP API configuration. And this is the problem, a raw response. This is useful to a computer, but terrible for the next part of our workflow. So this normalized jobs node converts the API response into one clean item per job. "10 jobs, and now we're going to make AI interview every one of them against the resume. Here's where this stops being a job search workflow and starts behaving more like an agent. We have 10 jobs.
Each job will go to Match Scorer agent, and for every job, the Match Scorer receives two things:
Candidate resume profile and jobs.
This distinction matters. We're not asking whether this is a good job. We're asking whether this is a good job for this candidate. This will be done by AI Math Score. The output parser in AI Math Score gives us proper structured output, the fields that we need. Let's configure it. But I don't want Telegram filled with weak matches. So now we introduce a gatekeeper. Let's configure it. Anything above our threshold goes into the shortlist. Anything below it goes to no operation. But both paths return control to the loop.
You can see AI Scorer process 10 jobs, whatever it got from the previous node. But when after checking and analyzing the jobs, the scorer has distributed the jobs in two parts. You can see here, 9 jobs went to the no action taken node because the score of those jobs did not match with the required criteria. But 1 job matched with the criteria. So that's why AI Agent Scorer sent that job to the shortlisted jobs. This confused me when I first built this, so here's the easiest way to understand it. The loop output processes 1 job at a time. The done output fires only after the batch is finished. Every approved job gets stored here.
And we're going to use that done branch to create the final report. But there's a production problem hiding here. What happens when 2 people use this agent?
We need to know which results belong to which search. So every execution gets its own search ID.
Now our final summary can retrieve only the jobs from the current execution.
Now all 10 jobs have been analyzed. We don't summarize the raw search results. We summarize only the jobs that survived. After configuring all the nodes, we see that there is only 1 job in Get Row Sheet because the AI Agent Score shortlisted only 1 job that went into the shortlisted sheet. And now from that shortlisted sheet, we are getting that job to send the final message. Notice I'm using a basic LLM chain here, not another AI agent. There's nothing autonomous left to decide. We already have the data. We simply need AI to transform it into a readable summary. So there is no need of any AI agent that needs to think. So that's why we will use basic LLM chain here. For configuring the basic LLM chain, we will use the user prompt and the system prompt. I will give those prompts in a sheet attached. In this LLM chain, I will also use the output parser so that I will get a proper structured output.
And finally, Telegram gets only the human-readable final message.
Think about what we just built. 1 form submission. 1 resume. AI extracted the candidate profile. Another AI generated the job search. We retrieved real listings. Every listing was independently scored against the resume. Weak matches disappeared. Strong matches were stored. And the candidate received 1 final report.
That's an AI workflow that actually makes decisions around real data. Our core agent works, but if you're going to deploy this for real users, don't stop here. Add retry handling around external AP is. Prevent the same job from being scored repeatedly. Validate resume uploads. Don't unnecessarily store complete resume text. And create an error workflow so you know when an execution fails. Now here's where I want to take this next.
Imagine this agent running every morning, finding only new jobs, scoring them against your resume, and alerting you only when a strong match appears.
If you want me to build that version next, comment Job Agent V2 below. And if you're building AI agents with me instead of just watching AI demos, subscribe to First Step AI. I'll see you in the next build.